Hi, I'm Rob Kyle. I'm a personal trainer and group fitness instructor here at Lee Summit Parks and Rec. Today we're in the cycle studio of the Lovell Community Center, Lee Summit Parks and Recreation. I want to talk to you today about the studio bikes that we use and how to properly set those up. Many people, when they walk into the room, think that the bike is pre-set up and they're supposed to ride it just the way it is. Now, these bikes are set up with chain drive. They have a computer on the handlebars, and for the pedals, we have both a cage for regular shoes and cleats if you wear outdoor shoes using the SPD cycle clip. But when you walk into a cycle class, the first thing you want to do is set the bike up. What I've done is already set mine up, but the way you start is by lifting the leg closest to the bike so that the quadricep is parallel to the floor. You should be able to draw a straight line across from that quadricep to the saddle. What we're doing there is putting the saddle level with your hip wedge. Another way to find the hip wedge is to take your hands about halfway up the ribs, come down till you hit the top of that bone, and again, I'm right at the top of the saddle. That's what we're aiming for. The handlebars are simply a matter of convenience. For those who are used to riding outside, you may be used to an aggressive or arrow position. Inside, we don't worry about that too much. As long as you can keep your elbows soft and not have to white knuckle to get to the handlebars, you're fine. As I get on the bike, you'll notice that I have, as I'm pedaling, I still have some flex in the knee. You don't want to either hyperextend the knee or have too little flexion in the knee. You'll notice that my back is in a neutral position. When you hunch the back, you compress the lungs, make it harder to actually breathe while you're exercising. Once you keep that back neutral, just find that comfortable posture. And frankly, anywhere on the handlebars is fine. You'll find some instructors use specific hand positions, but as long as you can keep those elbows soft, you're great. I've set two bikes up intentionally incorrectly to demonstrate what it looks like when you have the saddle too low. You may see teenagers on the street who ride looking like this, where there's very little extension of the knee. That's inefficient for the legs and actually more difficult and puts more stress on the knees. So you want to set the saddle height as I demonstrated earlier, not in this fashion. If the bike is too high, saddle in particular, you'll find yourself having to reach just to get to the bottom. You notice that I'm hyperextending my knee, which is not good. And I'm having to rock back and forth on the saddle just to get to the bottom of the stroke. Neither is efficient and neither is good for your knees. So we always want to work on setting up that proper posture. In this case, I'm going to go back, I'm going to raise my leg, top of the leg, level with the saddle, and that will put you in a proper posture. If you have any questions about setting a bike up in either of our cycle studios, feel free to talk to any of the group instructors or find a personal trainer. Thank you for being with us today.
Lee Summit Parks and Recreation. Every age, every season.